We all know how much his music means culturally, but how much is it literally worth? Yesterday, a brand new, never-before-heard Michael Jackson song was released, begging this question: how much more material may be out there, and who would have creative control over it? ABC's Chris Connolly's in Los Angeles. He's got the story for us. Hey, Chris.
Chris, Michael spent a lot of time in that 40-year music career in recording studios just like this one. So now maybe we're going to get the chance to hear music of his that we've never heard before.
Michael Jackson may be gone, but will his hits keep coming? Consider this unreleased track, A Place with No Name, unearthed by TMZ, possibly Michael's take on the hit A Horse with No Name by America. There's talk this could be just one of many Michael Jackson songs now sitting in the vaults that could someday be primed for release.
Mike was a very creative artist, and he was always experimenting and changing and really just, breaking the boundaries.
A posthumous hit might seem unlikely, but Jim Henke, chief curator of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, says the numbers don't lie.
What we've seen happen in the last 3 weeks is the albums that are out there right now have just been selling in amazing numbers. I think we're going to see an amazing interest in any unreleased Michael Jackson material that will eventually come out in the immediate future or a year from now or more.
Of course, Michael Jackson's sound was always sleek and state-of-the-art, meaning any raw, unfinished songs would need serious sweetening.
They could take these tracks and go back into the studio with a producer like Quincy Jones or someone who worked with Michael and have him polish it up so they could get it up to the standard that we're used to. There's a long history of albums or singles coming out after an artist has died, and quite often they do quite well, and there's a lot of interest in them.
I can hardly express.
Like this song, John Lennon's Woman, released as a single 1 month after his tragic murder. Or this Otis Redding classic, a hit just weeks after his death in a 1967 plane crash. Music that helps us remember those unforgettable names.
As great as it would be, Chris, to hear another Billie Jean or Beat It, it would also be amazing if somewhere in the vaults there was a Michael Jackson song that told us something about Michael that we'd never heard before, a more personal, acoustic, intimate statement. Interesting to hear if we ever get to hear something like that, Chris.
Well, right, Chris, because there's such an appetite for insight, right? So you'd be hoping that there's something there in the vault, some kind of redemption song. Clearly a prolific artist, but a pop artist, usually putting it out when it made sense. What do you think, that there could be some jewel still there, unreleased?
There's always a possibility. It's a 40-year career you're talking. You don't know what he might have put down, what great beats might be sitting around somewhere. You don't think of him like a Bruce Springsteen or a Stevie Wonder or a Prince where there's tons and tons of material. But if they just find that right song, they get someone like Quincy Jones to make it sound like a Michael Jackson song, we could have a big hit on our hands.
To be sure, we both know that the curiosity is there among people. There's certainly people very interested in what's going on with him. All right, Chris, thank you very much. Have a good weekend, my friend.
Thanks a lot.